I come from Southwest Atlanta. Growing up, I experienced a lot of things, such as I had friends who were involved with drug selling and gangs, things of that nature.
I saw a lot of violence. A lot of my friends that were my closest friends as children aren't doing as well as I am right now. Have a few in jail and a few that, you know, just bad situations.
In my neighborhood, you saw a lot of people working really hard just to put food on the table and to provide clothes for their children, just to keep a roof over their heads. It was a major accomplishment just to graduate high school. So to be in that type of environment and then to have the 100 come along and say, hey, we want you to go further. We believe that you can go further. And so because we believe that, we're here to help you and we're gonna support that. It just uplifted the community in such a way that you just never thought about.
In 1987, Project Success was born when 100 black men of Atlanta went into one of the poorest performing schools in the system. 60% dropout rate in one of the toughest neighborhoods in the system. And they went into the school and randomly, pulling out of a hat, selected a group of 8th graders and made a promise to them that if you will graduate from high school, and we will work with you as to be mentors and role models, we'll provide cultural enrichment and social experiences for you, then we will pay for your college education anywhere you qualify to go. They didn't believe us, but we're delighted to say that we graduated 100% of those kids and sent 100% of them on to a post-secondary education experience. That then is the essence of what Project Success is, and we've replicated it over and over again.
A young boy without a male role model is like an explorer without a map.
Out of probably the 10 closest friends I had growing up, only 2 had active father figures in their life. I really didn't have that strong male figure to look up to. I don't know if they were in jail, had died or whatnot, but mine personally just up and left them and went back to South Carolina one day, so.
And my father was incarcerated. He had to do 20 years, so he wasn't there.
I'd been living with my grandmother since I was 7, and at the time I joined Project Success, I was 14.
When I became connected with Michelle, she'd experienced the loss of both her mother and her father. In this case, the mother killed the father and then committed suicide. She went then to live with a grandparent. That grandparent had suffered a heart attack and died. She had an aunt who lived in another part of town, and Michelle lived with her.
He wanted to get to know my family. He wanted to get to know me. We spent a lot of time together just talking on the phone, had dinners, went to theaters.
The museum, inauguration of the mayor, maybe a basketball game. Let her know that I wanted to be supportive of her socially, academically, intellectually, whatever way I could.
We bonded instantly. It was his genuine care and concern. I felt comfortable talking to him about things that bothered me and things that weren't even related to school. It was just general life. I kind of looked to him as an adopted father or a surrogate dad.
You can't put a price tag on time. It's easy to write a check, tear out your checkbook, hand it over and say, okay, boy, I feel great now, I've done my job. That's not really what mentoring or what giving back is about. It's taking time out of your life, spending time with these kids and letting them know that they're loved, they're cared for, and you provide encouragement.
We started mentoring one-to-one and realized we could have a greater impact by expanding and evolving the mentoring model. We also realized that students related better to people who are closer to their age, and it gave us the opportunity to teach the mentoring concept. So today, we've instituted a process called pipeline mentoring. We are mentoring college students. We have 150 Collegiate 100 students that volunteer with us on an ongoing basis. They, in turn, mentor the high school students, who in turn are mentoring middle school students, who in turn reaching back and mentoring elementary school students who are coming into the program. The principles of what they see is what they'll be is putting the next step closer to the person involved. So if you want to talk to a student about college, guess who's best talking to them about that? Someone who is in college, especially if they don't have the benefit of a parent or guardian whom has been to college. And that's one of the fundamental principles of Project Success.
I just thought it was just something to do after school. But once I got in it, they told me that they were gonna send me to college. It was like my eyes was open, so I liked it, so I stayed.
One of the mentors was Ray Singer, who was the programs coordinator, and he did a lot of just keeping the students in line, making sure that we had everything we needed, whether it be supplies for school or books, and we could go to him and talk about personal things, you know, that male figures can't get from their mothers.
There are no males in the home whatsoever. The males they see are the teachers that we have that work with us and the members in our organization.
Project Success is an opportunity-based program. The parents, the students, and the organization sign a covenant. So in that, there are certain requirements. The parent or guardian, they're required to give 10 hours of volunteer service per month.
They have to stay out of trouble.
They're required to go through a 4-week summer program.
They can't get suspended or expelled from school.
They're required to attend our Saturday program.
And we have culinary arts, golf, tennis, public speaking, language arts, mathematics, science, social studies. We have a robotics program. We're actually using that program as a carrot for math and science.
To create something and see it work, I think is a very, very powerful thing. And getting them to believe in themselves, I can't emphasize that enough.
They have to maintain a 2.5 or above.
They're required to attend our Resource Learning Center.
If you're having trouble in any of your courses in school, we have someone there that can help you.
They're required to be a part of the Pipeline Mentoring Program.
We had to step up and do extra, just to shine a little bit more and to let the 100 know that we were serious about being in this program and going on and being successful.